My name is Leigh Rooney. I work as a staff nurse at Smilow Cancer Hospital, which is part of Yale New Haven Hospital in New Haven, Connecticut. I am proposing the development of a standard operating procedure to improve workplace conflict resolution to my management team. I have identified a problem on our unit with staff members going to the management team with concerns or complaints regarding another staff member's behavior or actions without having opened a dialogue with their colleague first regarding the problem. This poses a problem for our management team as it is difficult to intervene and manage a problem that was not brought to management's attention in real time. Yale New Haven Hospital continually strives for 200% accountability by staff members, and I believe this standard operating procedure enforces just that. By colleagues getting comfortable initiating a conversation that is not accusatory in nature, but simply a means of bringing attention to a perceived problem and working through it together with the guidance of the management team, allows for a more successful, long-lasting cultural change and ultimately a safer working environment. Current culture on the unit seems to be to remain afraid to have a confrontation with another individual for fear of temporary discomfort. With effective intervention of this standard operating procedure, there will be a change in culture and staff will be expected to address concerns with a colleague face-to-face in real time and immediately bring in management to assist with facilitating a dialogue that is constructive and promotes change. I have identified 4 solutions to this problem, and they are as follows. Management announcing this standard operating procedure at every Tuesday staff meeting in the months of October and November. Management doing a mock example of the behaviors they want us all to engage in so that staff can see what this kind of interaction will look like. Management meeting with the charge resource nurses to express their expectation that resource nurses will take the lead in engaging in this behavior. And finally, management reinforcing this behavior change if and when staff members come to them with concerns or complaints without having followed the new set of procedures. This project would impact both the management team as well as all employees under the management team, which would be the registered nurses and patient care associates. The main purpose of this project is to improve conflict resolution among employees, requiring a sense of accountability to initiate a professional dialogue, as well as to involve management to assist in facilitating a constructive, purposeful conversation. With continued practice of this change of behavior, there will be a change in culture on the unit, where this way of resolving conflict becomes second nature to both employees and the management team. Another purpose of this project is to demonstrate professional behavior when addressing conflict among colleagues and to place accountability on staff members to not only rely on management to deal with the conflict, but to play a part in the resolution as well. This project proposal does not require a change in clinical job responsibilities, but rather professional job responsibilities. As a charge resource nurse on the unit, I am an extension of the leadership team and therefore will assist in seeing this project to fruition. I will actively gather feedback from the management team on perceived outcomes of this project and make adjustments as needed, as well as assisting the management team in writing the mock example of a conflict resolution in action. To get this project going, I met with my leadership team, Maureen, my patient services manager, Brianna, the assistant patient services manager, and Kellyanne, my service line educator, on Friday, September the 13th, where I presented the standard operating procedure for workplace conflict resolution and requested feedback and suggestions for improvement. The next step is to generate a mock example of the standard operating procedure by Friday, September 20th. After that, we will finalize the standard operating procedure and mock example by Friday, September 27th. We will present the standard operating procedure at the staff meeting the first Tuesday in October and demonstrate the mock example. We will explain the importance of the change in behavior and the goals the standard operating procedure hopes to achieve. We will allow time for questions at the end. This will be done on Tuesday, October 1st. After that meeting, we will meet with charge resource nurses to make it clear the expectation that they, as an extension of the leadership team, will engage in these behaviors and set an example for all other staff members. We will continue to present the standard operating procedure at every staff meeting through November. By December, the hope is that staff will be fully engaging in these behaviors. Management will reiterate the behaviors demonstrated in the standard operating procedure if and when staff come to the management team with concerns or complaints regarding another staff member. If the proper procedure is not followed, management will reinforce the conflict resolution strategies laid out in this proposal.